française.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Women's European Curling Championships here in Champery, Switzerland. This is the gold medal game between Scotland and Sweden. Both these teams really been top sides through the week. You see a lot of the Scottish fans in supporting them in their first European final for certainly 10 or 12 years.
Pour la Suède, remplaçant alternate Agnes Knochenhauer. Lead numéro 1.
Knochenhauer, the lead. Alternate Margareta Sigridsson is playing lead in this game. Second, Maria Wennerström. Third player for Sweden will be Nina Bertrud. She really has been super this week. And there's the skip, Stina Viktorsson. She's bailed her team out, no end, and managed to get them into the final. And there is Anna Sloan, the alternate for Scotland, managed to play one game against Russia this week. And lead Annie Laird, a lot of experience there. Also a lot of experience with Lorna Vivers at second. And third, Kelly Wood. And skip Eve Muirhead really has been a sensation, playing some super shots this week to get her team out of trouble and finish games off. So Scotland will be playing yellow rocks, Sweden red. So I'm Sander. We're just going to take a look at how they got there. See Scotland winning the 1-2 playoff against Russia, and Sweden coming through the 3-4, then beating Russia in the semi-final, and that got their route into the gold medal game. So teams just preparing themselves before this final. So I'm Kenny Edward. I'm joined by Sander Rolvag. How do you expect this game to go, Sander?
I think it might be a fairly tight game, but I'm going to have to favour Scotland, especially if Eve Muirhead has a good game. I think she'll might just win the game for Scotland. But Sweden has been very good all over this tournament. But maybe just Scotland will be a tad better.
So Sweden get us underway in this final here from Champery, Switzerland. So who will be the European champions 2010? Maria Sigridsson for Sweden, just been asked to throw this one in top of the fort. That's going to slip right to the back 12. Will Eve Muirhead just ignore it? She does. And straight away, going for the corner guard. Really aggressive call from Muirhead. Something that's really worked for them this week. So Annie Laird, the lead for Scotland.
Halfway. Whoa then. No.
Just looking for a halfway guard. And has this one slipped into the house? It hasn't. So I think she thought that was maybe a little bit deeper. Yeah, Sweden this week have really played a defensive game. Haven't let teams get away from them. Even when they're 2 down, they've kept it clean. They've just played a bit of skittles, run through the ends, and just taking it into the sort of business end of the game. And it's been the other teams that have made the mistakes.
Line's good. Yep. One way only. One way only. Line's good.
So Scotland deciding to come around the centre guard.
Whoa, line feel good. Whoa, line feel good. Easy. Good.
And super draw from lead Danny Laird.
So 73 minutes of time to play for each team, and we'll have one coach interaction if they're in trouble somewhere through the game. And first on Frigard, Son rule as always, and you have to play 8 ends as we are in the playoffs. So Maria Wennerström looking for this freeze. And she's going to pull up short here. That's going to be another guard.
A bit of a mistake from Maria Wennerström.
Going the same way.
She's struggled to really get herself into these championships. She's only averaged 72% so far.
Where are we? 7, 8. Whoa! No line! 7. 7, 8. Yep! High!
So that one just.
Well, I think it would have done what it did.
Someone burnt the rock.
I don't know.
It was definitely hitting.
I think that one should be a little higher and more there because it should have touched more, right?
So
Like that?
I don't know if it would have been as far up as that.
Because she moved that
So
way.
a bit of discussion here.
Yeah, that way before it hit.
Yeah, so we moved
So
that
it
back.
should
So
be-
that's back.
So here we see it. Just clipped it.
Like that?
And
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
just need to bump the yellow back. But good to see Sweden really could
Gives me 20 lämnar.
remove both them rocks.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, often you see Scotland could remove them as well. Often when a team burns a rock, they'll just remove it
Whoa!
for fair play reasons. But
Gala! Up!
Yeah, this is a gold medal game, so they don't want to make a mistake. But it's all sorted out now.
I don't mind nose. Normal.
So we'll probably will look for the hit and roll in. Lorna Vevers.
Clean! Up! Whoa! Up! Clean! Yep!
From Lockerbie, curls for Waterbeck Curling Club. Hits and checks into the 8 foot.
85 förra. Ja, då kör vi en nolla då. Ja, vilken in. Ja! Lite mjuk! Ja! Lite mjuk!
So Nina Bertruk for Sweden, looking for the hit and roll. This has been her shot all week. But nervous start.
Okay.
Hits and rolls out of play. Scotland have a chance to come around these guards again.
Even here. So I thought we'd come round the corner.
So I like coming around the centre here. I don't think there's any need to go around the corner. So Kelly Wood
No line.
looking to play the draw on the end turn.
Here's good. Here's good. Nine's good.
Has played
Here.
well this week.
Here's good.
Sometimes struggles to throw the big weight peels.
Here, make. Yep.
This time,
Okay, good there.
just not getting full in behind the guard.
And it's it. Ja! Ja! Hårt! Kom igen! Oh.
Nice hit rolling behind, but I'm sure Scotland will just try and come down and play the freeze. So Kelly Wood
Line's good!
averaging 80% through the week.
Good line! Hard!
Really need to be past this corner guard. Can't afford to come up short.
Okay, easy. Okay, what's that?
So mistake from Kelly Wood allows Sweden to have a chance to get in behind the guards out front. So that really was an opening.
Jag tror att det kan vara 70 här, va? När vi kommer mer i det här spåret.
70.
So Stina Viktorsson.
Gärna!
Bra linje.
Ja! Ja, linje! Ja! Hårt!
Gonna draw around the guards. She's
Jobba!
pretty tight to the guard with this.
Kom igen, dela!
Well, just going to wreck on the guard. And not a great first shot for Stina in this final.
It's not swinging as huge, but I think if we're out there, it'll come in. Think about that? Yep.
Right, 5 feet. Yep.
Yep.
5 feet.
Okay.
So you see, they're going to try and go through this gap.
Right, 5 threes.
And draw one in to the top of the 8 foot probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even if we're top eight.
So a lot of calling going on here. Doesn't want to slip back the tee.
Whoa!
super draw from Eve.
Yeah, very well played. And it's going to put some pressure on Stina Viktorsson. She's looking at a run back.
Yeah. That's fine. Clearing? Yeah.
Yes, a lot of stones in play in this first end.
Just the fact of the front end dropping. A couple of too many guards, really. And I think she's going to run back her own centre guard, try to catch both of the yellows. Probably close here. It's just going to be a bit unlucky there.
Yeah, great effort from Stina Viktorsson. She nearly removed 2 of the Scottish stones. If she'd just caught a little bit more or a little bit less, she was going to be perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just caught it in the wrong place.
Still does remove one, and there's only the draw for 2. It's not a
4-5 down middle.
not a total nightmare for Sweden.
If the line's good, we'll just probably call you on it.
So they're going for the gap here rather than just the draw around the outside. I think I'd just be playing the out-turn draw right round the outside.
Seems a bit difficult, this draw.
So we really need to make these chances count if we're going to pick up gold.
No problem from Eve Muirhead. Draws to the 8th foot and secures 2 points for Scotland in the first end. We did get off to a great start.
Good next end, guys.
Sorry about that. No, the brushes and that.
So after the first end, it's Scotland who lead 2-0. And don't be surprised to see Sweden still play things quite tight and just play a couple of striking ends. This is how they've called the game all week, even when they've been 2-3 down, and they've managed to get themselves back into it by just taking things down the late side of the game. So there is the Bear, Hammy McMillan, and his team, Ross Patterson, Sandy Gilmore, Dave Murdoch, and the coaching staff just in to support the Scottish girls.
Line's good. Make sure we're top 4. Look, guys. Oh, we're curling.
So that one just down into the house, but Sweden are going to go for the guard.
I think maybe if that first stone from Annie Laird was on the centre line, full first foot, you might see Sweden play a hit. They've done that all week. Doesn't really want to put up a corner guard unless Scotland's shot stone is just a bit poor as of now. Not the best stone to really guard up, and the foot's totally open. But I got corner guard's a bit wide and a bit long, so I'm not sure if I'll get to use that properly. Annie Laird. Just gonna play this tight guard.
Just three. Well, line's good. 3. Yep. Yep, if we're not in. Yep, if we're not in. High! Go! High!
So, just looking to protect that yellow rock in the 8 foot. It just doesn't curl enough, and I'm sure Sweden will try and come round and bump that one back.
Okay.
So Sweden playing Red Rocks, chasing Scotland Stone on the in turn.
Oh, yep. Yellow vägen. Gå in! Riktigt linjen! Gå in! Riktigt linjen! Kör! Fortsätt!
That one over curling, and catches the guard, opens things up. But they do have 2 corners now.
Yeah, not the worst result.
Yeah, that's why
Yeah. Heel.
skip Eve Muirhead is electing to play the takeout.
Clean. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. No. Yep. Go, Kel.
So getting a good hit and roll in behind the guard. Nice start from Lorna Beavers.
Come on. Together back. Yep.
So there we see the European Curling Championship trophy. Real winners from, once again, not hanging around, hitting and rolling. Really has been struggling.
Whoa, easy. 7, 8. Easy. Whoa, we look big. Coming down.
7, 6.
Line's good. Whoa, last minute.
7.
Last minute.
7, 8. Coming down. 7.
Last minute. Whoa. Yep.
Trying to draw around.
Okay, good try.
Doesn't manage to get fully buried.
Yep.
I think we'll just elect to play the bump back. I think they played too much weight at this. I'm a little surprised that played that weight. Maybe if they just dropped the weight a little bit, they could have got a roll to the inside.
I don't mind this. Hack. Easy. Close.
So Kelly Wood, third for Scotland.
Whoa.
Playing the controlled takeout. Probably want to roll to the open side.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Okay, good there.
But doesn't manage that at all. Sweden will look to replace that with a red. You see it's really tight to get an inside roll. So Nina Bertrup really has played super this week, averaging 80%, top third, along with Kelly Wood.
Controlled. Yeah.
So now attempting the big roll right across.
Go!
And just doesn't manage it. Catches too much of the red.
Spela samma fart då, 30.
Oh, maybe Sweden will be able to make the roll.
Lite
Right
mjukare.
behind.
Mjukare här. Vänta!
Yeah, just dropped the weight a little. Maybe played
Kalle!
hack weight in this, trying to play the bump in behind the two yellow guards. And that one just over curled and is in the open. So, expect Muirhead just to play a controlled takeout. Try and bump the red out and check in behind. There you can see all the red rock. There's coach and father of Skip Muirhead, Gordon Muirhead, successful curler himself. And passes the guard, no problem, but does get the nose.
Now Stina Viktorsson just going to draw right behind here.
Yeah, Stina Viktorsson only needs to make this very good to put a bit of pressure on Skip Muirhead. This is what she's been doing all week though. She's been really coming up with the goods. So super draw. As you can see, it'll be fully covered. Muirhead will have to come and follow that one down.
Much more than that. No. Just throw T-weight.
63, 67. Vi sa 60, 65.
So
Just throw T-weight.
Eve will have to come down and play the draw in on top of this red, prevent Sweden from picking up two. Scotland leading 2-0 after the first end, so we're in the second. Scotland really in the driving seat.
Line's good. Up to you. Up to you.
Kelly Wood really roaring at the front end sweepers. Super sweep from the front end.
That's it, guys.
I think that's enough.
Yeah, see Lorna Beavers and Annie Laird just pounding into this one. And I think Stina Viktorsson thinks she can maybe come down and chip that yellow to the left and hold her own red. 4-2. I think it is there, just at battering weight.
Yep. Just push that yellow in to the 12th foot. Yeah, got quite a bit of rolling there. Can roll quite far. Stay alive for shot or second shot. Oh, I'm not sure what she's looking at here.
I think she's looking at the double. Off the outside yellow. Big call. I think the battering weight would be a safer shot. She doesn't make this right. She could be in deep, deep trouble. Rick Hallstrom, you see, getting a little nervous. And this is the type of shot Per Lindholm used to play all the time when representing Sweden, so he's got a lot of experience. So actually caught too much of it. Super shot. Sweden pick up 2. Fantastic double from the skip. There you see that ties the score at 2 each. And the Swedes are really happy with that result. Skip Eve Muirhead really couldn't do too much more. So great start from both teams, showing why they're here in the final. Scottish fans a little quined, but here's the double. Catches half stone of the yellow, back onto the other yellow, takes it out. Super shot to pick up 2, sticks it. And calmly just raises her hand, takes the applause. So game all tied in the third end. And Scotland looking to try and get around this tight centre guard with Annie Laird, the leads first rock.
Line's good. Up to you. Whoa, whoa. Easy. Line feel good. Last minute. Whoa. Yep. High. Come on, guys, we're good.
So doesn't manage to get down into the 4 foot. Maybe a little bit tight.
Then.
So they're going to play the run back.
Yep.
That one just over curling.
So not a great result. He's not removed the Elwyn hand. He's going to roll to the wing. And lines a corner guard. Muirhead looking at a split.
Just tee back 4.
So just going to slide off her own yellow in behind the corner guard and push the first one into the 4 foot somewhere. Annie Laird asked for a delicate shot here.
What's the weight?
Don't want to overthrow this one.
Line's good. Whoa, easy. Easy. Yep. Whoa, yep.
So looking very close here.
Yep, go.
That's an absolute beauty from Annie Laird.
Yeah, it really is a super shot to bounce her own one onto the button and rolling behind the corner. Super start for the lead. So bounces the yellow back onto the button. gets a good shooter.
So Sweden looking for a hit and roll. It's gonna just over curl, just slightly flop to the left hand side of our screen here. And now Scotland with their second player, Lorna Weavers, also looking for a hit and roll. We saw the previous end, both teams struggling with that roll. And they're going to do that again. So maybe just another end with a battle of the roll. I've seen that so many times this event. Just a full end of trading stones. Not being able to roll in behind cover.
So Maria Winnerstrom, can she make the roll?
So looking high. And it's just gonna roll out.
Yeah, once again, doesn't hang around.
Our lady needed to hang around there. Better with a nose hit and rolling out, that's for sure. Now Scotland, free chance of splitting the house. Lorna Weavers with the out-turn draw to the wing.
T-line's good.
And they look good to score two yet again.
T-line's good. T or even back. 6. Line's good. 6. 5. Hard then. Come on then, go. Hard, Annie. Okay, we're good there. That's right, good.
So Lorna Weavers throwing that one down into the 12 foot.
Anything.
Sweden will just play the hit in the open stone.
Yeah. Anything. Yeah. Go in.
Can they hold it to make the roll? They do roll a little bit, but only to the centre line. It will be Kelly Wood. Next up.
Yep. Okay. Good there.
And nose hit. It's just important to hang around with these, even if you don't make the roll. 'Cause if you roll at all, it will hand the opportunity to the other side, maybe to play the one back in the guard, or make a draw themselves.
Oh, so a huge wobble there by Bertrup.
Oh, Kjella. Yeah.
But
Yeah. Go in. Shoot.
didn't really affect her shot too much. Does roll a bit closer to their side. So just comes out a bit.
Yeah, it just gets a little bit of a shake, maybe just the drive out. I think she's relieved she didn't end up on her back.
She made the shot anyway, well, not entirely, but good performance considering her slide there. Kelly Wood just want to roll back to the right of the house here, but they're going to let it go. Sorry, so they're just looking for that roll in behind the guard. So good shot, but might leave this run double for Sweden. As the corner guard is quite close to the house, and obviously it is a Swedish stone, so don't mind running this one back. And you're going to remove one Swedish stone, sure. Stina Viktorsson. Done double. Apparently very close here. Amazing shot by the Swedish skip. Removes both yellows. And that's the risk Scotland took by rolling in behind the wrong guard. We're always leaving that option. And just hit that in the perfect spot, really. Spills them both. And even Muirhead, she has to play a very good draw now if she wants to score 2. Get in behind there.
Line's good. Line's good. Easy. Hold in. Line's good. Line's real good. Oh, last minute.
So just trying to get onto the tee line.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just seemed like she just flicked that one out, a bit out in the release. Because of that, probably didn't curl enough.
Okay. Typ
Just a bit inside out release. And I think Sweden should be able to come down onto this yellow and push it out of play. So you would like to stick around here. For Scotland to take a 1. If you roll light, I think Muirhead will have a chance to just play a nose hit on the reds for the blank. Playing this with normal take out weight. Maybe see just play the board weight to be safe. So, looking good here. And that felt a bit close to me, but apparently in control of the line, and they're going to stick around, leaving the draw for Eve Muirhead.
Yeah, that was a little tight to the guard, let's say.
That was a cool line call, that's for sure.
Yeah, all she needed to do was remove the yellow at the back, but she was determined in keeping her shooter. There's delivery boy Derek Brown on the bench and Gordie Muirhead coach.
Line's good, up to you. Too late, foot, have a look.
She's just going to draw down the center line. And will find the edge of the 4-foot to score 1. So,
yeah, Muirhead will be a little disappointed having to take 1 with last rock. But it's them who lead Sweden 3-2 after 3 ends. So we've seen some fantastic hurling from both skips. Expect to see a lot more. Annie Laird. I think we'll be asked to throw this one top of the forfeit.
No. Easy, whoa. Steer. Good there.
See Margareta Sigurdsson only 46% through the first 3 ends. Really needs to up her game. I think that's maybe why Stina Viktorsson is just asking her to play the nose hit.
Jag trodde vi skulle dra lite mer. Bra spelat.
Vi ska vi vicka, va?
Ja, men jag trodde vi skulle dra mer.
So Annie Laird playing very well at 92%. More or less making all her shots. Just look for a nose hit here. Just going to roll to the wing. That's okay. And now Sweden looking for a corner guard, and we see them do this a couple of times. Just looking for that opposing stone to not lie in the forfeit, so they can go for the corner guard. Just scared of the opposing team guarding up a good shot, and just feels that I'll just play a corner guard and hope for a miss. I guess Muirhead will go after the peel. Well, not curling enough, so maybe Eve just going to go around here. No.
So there's the Danish women's team. I'm sure they'll be in to support their men in the men's final this afternoon. So Lorna Weaver's 79% through first 3 ends, just peeling the corner off, not messing around.
Sweden done this before. What they're doing, just hoping for a miss, really. But I think maybe Scotland's one of the most consistent teams when it comes to peeling guards. But you've seen this work for them several times. Maria Wennerström playing 67%. Just lacking a bit there. Pull off a couple of more shots if they want to win this gold medal. Lorna Weavers peeling off that first corner guard without any problems.
Clean. Yep. Clean. Good, next room.
And now
Good, Weavers.
that will have no problem peeling it off a second time. And Sweden just going after this corner guard a couple of times more.
Samma.
So, do you like this tactic, Kenny?
I don't mind it. But at some point in the end, he might just decide to come around the guard and force you to take one. So you can get yourself in a bit of trouble by doing this.
Well, depends on how long you continue to put up the corner guards. So put this one a bit too close to the house, so a potential hit and roll for Kelly Wood. But playing this shot, also a bigger chance of ending up with a nose hit. But not this time. So he's going to roll. He's going to roll to the wing. So Sweden just play a double now. Probably.
Yeah, with both these stones sitting together, you've really got to take a chance at making the double. Bail out and maybe go for the 2 in the 5th end.
Vad sägs med 90?
So we'll look to catch Yellowstone around 3/4, drive it back onto the other yellow. Nina Bertrup,
90.
79% through 3 ends. A little bit below what we expect to see from her.
Lite mjukare! Lite mjukare! Lite mjukare! Ja! 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 Bra ben, Nina!
Easily makes the double and rolls into the forefoot.
Bra, Nina!
So there we see red coming down, striking one of the yellows,
Easy!
and the 2
Easy!
yellows roll out of play.
Yep! Okay. Good. Nice throw.
So Kelly Wood just nose hits, and expect to see this end blanked.
That nice.
Nej, jag tyckte att det var en ikväll.
And sweepers into this one early, obviously a little tight away, but they'll be able to hold this one
Bra drog på ett hen. Bra ben.
and hit on the nose.
So the end just might be blanked here. If both skips do what they're supposed to do. Even Muirhead playing very solid so far.
Yep.
She has done all week.
Yep. Good.
Yeah, just plays the nose hit, and I think we'll just see Stina and Viktorsson also follow it down.
No, she kind of, she mustn't like going for cards on the ones in the forefoot, I guess.
What about him?
So Stina Viktorsson, 79%, but that 79% includes some really good shots. A nice double for 2 in the second. So
She also play that double run back in the third end, forcing Scotland to take a win. So she's made a couple of very good shots. Sometimes you're just better off playing a couple of good key shots.
Sweat.
Muirhead just going to roll to the wing. And Stina Viktorsson
Well swept.
will just try to hit this Yellowstone high side, roll out, like the end, keep hammer, and probably try to take 2 again in the 5th end. So Sweden's cynical tactics not working for them in this end. Scotland just too good with their corner guard peels, and Stina Viktorsson couldn't really get any help from either Lorna Weavers or Kelly Wood.
So they're going to have to work it hard. They do manage to make the roll.
I would probably be quite disappointed if they ended up taking one there. Although you see it happen fairly often.
Ja, nu bygger vi ett bra bord.
So, same score.
Inte att det är någon stress. Lägger dem lika bra.
And we'll just wait for the 15th to kick off.
There's Team Denmark. They're waiting for their gold medal game later this afternoon against Norway. Really have been a sensation here at the championships. A lot of people surprised at how well they've done. So Scotland going for it by throwing up the centre guard. Looking for this one, top of the forefoot. But that one just slips to back of the 8. That will give Annie Laird the chance to get into the forefoot first. So, eyes of concentration from Annie Laird. Nice draw. Just done enough, possibly, to get shot. Viktorsson just having a look at it. So, I think she has. So she's going to corner freeze the yellow, top of the 8. And some of the curlers from the B division are in to see how it should be done. So, trying to play the in-turn draw. This one's sitting pretty high at the moment. Could take it round past the yellow.
Looking very good, this freeze here. Beautiful shot there by Viktorsson. And it looks like we're going to play the out-turn draw right around the outside. Maybe try and freeze the red back of the 8 foot.
Easy. 7, 8, 9, 9, 9.
So, looking high and heavy here. Just got to grip onto something if it's going to settle down. Just gonna slip all the way through the ring. So a horrible shot by Lorna Vivers.
Tänker vi en 20?
Jag tycker lite lösare.
En 20?
Ja. Jag kan tänka mig 40.
Yeah, she could have afforded to maybe just play back 8 foot weight rather than back ring. But we'll wait and see if Sweden can capitalise on that mistake. sweepers having to work this one hard to get it past the guard. Does get past. And great shot from Winnerstrom. Sweden now lying 3. And I'm sure Muirhead will just have to play the double takeout in the top one.
Nose. I think take this one. Yeah. Throw normal.
So just normal weight for Lorna Vivers, the second. Can she redeem herself after making a mistake?
Yeah. Hi! Whoa, whoa!
Squeezes that one through the hole, and that was Eve Muirhead's mistake. A bad line call from the Scottish skip. She had the sweepers on and off.
So just in between things there. Should have caught one more red. No. Is a guard called by Sweden here?
I think that's possibly what she has called.
Maria Wennerstrom. Seems like they're going for a draw, but it's going to stop short. Well, that's not really the best result.
So I think we've got the double. I don't mind this. Yeah.
So Kelly Wood playing just a back ring weight. Trying to get to the inside up of the Swedish shot and the 4-foot.
No! No! No!
It's got a swing.
No. Okay, good there.
So we're just going to end up with a nose hit, ticking off the one after back. Sweden will look for a hit and roll.
Bench in normal 20. Nej, var det bättre?
So Sweden looking for the hit and roll. Can they make it off this wide yellow?
Oh, very nice. Perfect hit and roll from Bertrup.
30-40. Yeah.
Comes down, strikes around 3/4 of the yellow, and slides down into the 4-foot behind the cover.
So run back. Killerwood, red onto yellow, onto red.
Whoa!
Just caught
Okay, we're good there.
a yellow a little thin, but a very good shot by Killerwood. Will open things up and push the reds to the back of the house.
Samma som i 20 eller 40? Som i den det var? Eller har vi gått med 20? Med 20.
Yeah, it's just a straightforward takeout and check in behind the guard for Nina Bertrup. Sweden looking good in this fifth end.
She did it one time. Maybe she can do it again. And she will. She'll roll in behind the guard. But will set up that freeze for Eve Muirhead.
Over the face of that, eh? No, I think you better go like this, no?
I think just come down at quiet weight and bump the red on the nose. You would still get rid of 2 reds.
No. Like, just go and hack then.
I think that's what they're going to suggest. Hack weight, come down, catch that one just on the nose, and spill 2 reds.
Well, I don't mind the draw. No, I think let's get rid of it, eh? Let's go. Good hack.
So I think that's the right call rather than play the draw. Father Gordon Muirhead.
Yeah, just hack it.
Working on.
Wee bit. 60.
So very tight to the guard. And does remove 1 red. Maybe just underswept that one a little.
Just got the second red one a bit too thin.
Has pushed one into the open though.
Bakhand hack.
Well, both of them are in the open, as you can see from there.
Dryg bakhand.
So Stina Viktorsson just looking to push this.
Alltså vi måste ju få riktningen.
Maybe just through the house.
Bakhand hack.
Just got to be careful here to not hang high and end up jamming at the back.
50-55.
Yeah.
Ja.
There's Agnes Knockenhauer. Alternate. Last year's world junior champion. And sweepers all over this from the word go. So it must be pretty tight to the guard. They're going to have to work hard. They do get it past.
That's going to be enough. So slight panic there to start off with. I was thinking that would be a bit closer to the guard. Just let it go in time to avoid the jam. They'll lie 3.
Yeah, I think it's just hit the back one and leave a draw for 2.
No, thanks. What do you like? Huh? What do you like?
If you take the back 2, you're only forcing a 1. 2.
So the experienced head of Annie Laird just saying to Lorna Beavers, go up and say, just hit the back ones.
Yeah. Okay.
Believe in the shot too.
Let's go here, peel.
So that's what I'd say, just peel the back 2 out. I think this is the correct call.
Yep, don't mess around too much here. Risk giving up a 3.
Yeah, certainly don't want to do that. So, do you need to make the double though? just does enough. And it will be a straightforward draw to the 8 foot for Stina Viktorsson to pick up 2.
That PO8 seemed to curl a lot for Eve. Again, just enough to remove them both, and Stina Viktorsson
Se ut då, mycket fart. Försiktigt. Ek on the babs.
So, not really touching this one. Sweepers. Just. Well, this is looking good. No problem. To the tee line, all by itself. And they'll pick up 2 to the delightment of the Swedish crowd. So that's 5 ends. Both teams will have a short break, have some snacks, some drinks, we'll listen to some music as we get ready for the 6th end and the rest of the game here. Gold medal final between Sweden and Scotland. Back in a few.
Well, we're lucky not to get a 2 in the third end as well. So let's just go for a 2 here. Yeah. Oh, yeah. so much so much ice there. Trips in and turn in. And she always plays heavy.
Yeah, a minute or
You can't hold it right. Huh?
yeah.
Let's get her two. Yeah. Textbook two.
Ett time. Kan du det? Ända in i kaklet.
So welcome back to the women's gold medal game here at the European Curling Championships 2010 from Champery, Switzerland.
Här ska vi!
Our feature game is between Sweden and Scotland. It's Sweden who lead 4-3 through 5
Kom igen
innings,
då! Jobba!
and Scotland will have last rock.
Bra! Bra skött tjejer, härligt! Bra skött!
So, stayed away. Scotland skip Eve Muirhead calling the corner guard. So, Annie Laird. "40-year-old from Edinburgh."
Tight line. Tight line.
Oh.
Throws up the tight corner. Is it going to slip in? It does. So, mistake from the lead.
Ska vi vicka eller ska vi ligga kvar? Jag tänker att vi ska vicka.
See Sweden play the takeout.
Wow! Köla! Rent! Var med! Nej, köla! Ja, efter träff. Kör! Bra spelat! Bra.
So, really aggressive call from Eve Muirhead. She's going to throw the corner. Just ignore the two stones in the house. Annie Laird going the other side this time.
Two's good. Yep, then hard. Okay, we're good there. Good.
And no problem at all. Stina Viktorsson can't remove the corner guard yet. So she'll just try and freeze.
Kanske ska göra. Jag kan tänka mig att slå cornern också. Ja, gör det.
She can't because it's second player Maria Wennerstrom who's up. So they're going to take the corner guard off.
Hej! Nej! Hej! Rent. Jävel!
So the estate agent from Sweden tears the guard off. Next up for Scotland is Lorna Vievers,
Roll for line. Two. No line.
postwoman from Lockerbie.
Easy. Okay, good.
Yeah. We'll just see Sweden continue to pull the guard.
Jag tycker viken av är bra. Jag kan tänka mig viken till mitten också.
Slicka av.
Rent! Ja! Ja! Ej, ej!
And hits the guard and rolls away
Det är bra!
to the other side. Does leave a little bit of cover now for Scotland if they can engineer a couple of stones back tee. You've got to fancy them picking up 2 here in this 6th end.
Line's good.
7. 7.
Whoa, easy.
7. 7.
Hold in. Whoa!
7, 8. Take it back.
Yep, yep. Whoa, whoa, we're way past.
So this one a little heavy from Lorna
Coming
Beavers.
down. Right, Annie, I've got it. Go.
Ja, det drar i framkant.
So 2 missed stones from
12.
Scotland in this 6th end. Put Sweden really in the driving seat. Stina Bertrup played really well all week. And again, she's playing well here. 88% through 5 ends.
Lite tajt i linje, lite lång. Bara linje, ända mot. Ja! Ja! Ja!
So Sweepers trying to bring this one back onto the yellow in the A foot.
Du vill inte sucka?
And nice draw.
Bra fötter!
But now Eve Muirhead can play a freeze in this. That's the chance she was looking for. Passing the red guard with a bit to spare. Just comes down onto the back yellow.
Where? Easy. Yep. Hard! Hard! Hard!
So, Swoopers all over this. Laird and Lorna Beavers working really hard to try and get that one down in.
Good.
That's a super draw from Kelly Wood. Really gets her team out of trouble. See, the Scottish fans really appreciate that.
Den ligger inte så att den går att sprätta.
Front end of Laird and Beavers
Spela frysen.
earning their money by sweeping that one down into the house.
Våran ligger lite utanför. Ja. Lite mindre fart.
Lite mer.
89.
12! Ja!
So
12-8!
Sweden just looking to follow that yellow.
12-8!
Don't want to catch the high red.
Vi ska till!
It's Scotland with the last rock.
Bara fart!
They're just going to try and get into this 1 foot.
Kör nu igen!
Prevent Scotland from picking up 2.
En emot ut! Kom igen!
And super draw.
Play the same weight. A wee bump.
So just have a look to see how much you can see. This stone actually a little easier for Kelly Wood because she comes from
To get to the nose of that.
the
we're
other
getting
side of the hack. You see there's 2
back four.
hats in play at the back of the house.
Yeah.
She'll be coming from
Oh yeah, that's no disaster.
the left hand side one.
I'll give you tight ice.
Okej, back forward.
I think so.
So just look to come down and freeze the red on the inside.
What is it? 8, 9. Whoa! Whoa!
So loads of weight in this, just looking for a freeze, but
Off it!
Off it, Viktorsson.
Okay.
maybe just a little heavy.
Good. Känns det för längd.
Våran. Ja.
Känns som man skulle vilja...
Does look as if there might be a double to remove both yellows. Nose hitting that yellow just at the top of the four.
Hur känns det att lägga den där då?
I think that's what she's going to look at.
Nej, jag tycker inte att vi ska lämna så att de kan slå de två. Då ska vi lämna kortare i sådana fall.
Den timeout?
Ja.
Sweden calling their timeout. Clock still runs, of course.
Skulle kanske gå det bra.
Coach on his way down. Ricard Hallström.
En är en liten tryck. Eller så ska vi ligga
I
här.
think he'll ask for take out on the yellow.
Knacka lite på egen eller att lägga en guard här.
Hur känns det spontant? Alltså, är det 50-50 eller?
Det känns som att det är ganska små marginaler på båda.
Ja. Vad gör de då? Ja?
Ja, jag skjuter.
Ja, men då åker den 7an. Ja, 7an åker i vilket fall. Ja. Ja. Ja, jag är med på garden. Om ni känner manad för garden så tycker ni ska göra det. Då är det ni som lägger över ett svårt slag.
Vi måste ju täcka ut sidan. Vart får vi inte... Alltså om vi... När kan knacken bli dålig?
Om vi knackar? Ja. Nej, i och för sig, den kanske inte vi kan bli
Ja, jag tycker ni ska knacka med en försiktig fart. Ni vill bara flytta en sten. Ja. Vi kan också ut lite grann, ligger ni fryst på deras 4. Det är 5 sekunder kvar. Tjejer?
Ja.
Kom igen nu.
Sån is?
Vart hade Nina?
Hon är där på sin första. Hon var lite tight. Och på
There you heard it.
tror jag att de hade
I think that's what they're going to go for. They're going to throw the guard.
Mitt på vitt. Ja, bara 10 fart.
Det blir bra.
So
10 fart! Ja. 75.
maybe changing their mind now, taking tighter ice. Maybe just bumping the red at the top of the four back onto the yellow.
Ja.
So Stina Viktorsson. Certainly playing tap weight, that's what she's going for. She's going to tap the red top of the four.
Kala, jättefin riktning. Inte flytta så långt.
Looks pretty good. And super shot from the Swede. See it coming down. Just going to nudge the red top of four back in, and they set 2 shots. Just does enough. Super shot. So problem with playing Inwick, I've got to catch the red pretty fat. Don't want to pick it through the hole. Catch the red, back of the top red, and spin down out of the 8 foot. So just need to be pretty careful with this. They need to catch this a little farther than they probably think. So big stone for Eve Muirhead.
Whoa, whoa! Yeah! Whoa! Yeah! Whoa! Yeah! Hard! Whoa, whoa, whoa!
And super shot does stick. 1 in the 4-foot.
Jesus.
Down, hitting the yellow, back onto the 2 reds, but it does remove one of the yellows back of the 4. More importantly, she gets 1 yellow in behind the cover. You see her disappointment. She thought she could stick 2 yellows fully 4. I'm sure Dad will be pretty happy with that one though. So, can Stina Viktorsson play the peel on this yellow rock? Sounds pretty close. She's passed, picks it out. Super shot from Viktorsson. It's going to be a straightforward draw to fully 4. For Eve Muirhead to tie this game up.
Still 4 foot. 05. 10 for 3.
So final stone of the 6th end. It's Eve Muirhead trying to draw fully 4.
Up to you! Up to you!
And they'll need to go. And just pulls up short, and it's going to be a steal of 1 for Sweden. So Scotland find themselves trailing Sweden 5-3. Yeah, see some of the German team there. Just enjoying ourselves between the ends.
Bra koll tjejen.
Scotland will look to throw the corner guard. It's Annie Lair's mistake that put them in trouble in the last end, throwing a corner guard into the house.
Line's good. They were good. there. Get down there.
So, better stone positioning this time.
Lite tight.
Ja, vi ska nära!
Upp på linan, kör
Sweden
linjen!
look to
Vi ska nära!
try and block up the 4 foot.
Kom igen nu!
Riktigt linje nu!
Kom igen nu!
Upp till linan, lite till! Upp till linan och lite till! Riktigt nu!
Kom igen!
Riktigt
Lite mer! Lite mer! Kom igen! Bra slopat.
Just bump that back.
So, Annie Laird, the lead. Asked for a bump back on the red in the 4. Probably going to play back 8 foot weight. Don't want to remove it from play completely. They could use that as some sort of backing
Easy,
towards
line's good. Whoa,
the
whoa,
end of
right
the
off.
end.
No. Close. No, needs to swing for that. Yep, whoa, 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 whoa. Yep, go, Kels. Okay.
Not quite what she was after. Just catches the red and rolls down into the 8 foot.
Ja. Ja!
Oh, Maria Winnerstrom
Är rent.
asking for a hit and roll, but goes behind the corner. That's not that great a position. Gives Scotland some backing if they want to go around it.
This way? Yeah. I'll go this way.
Would have been better off rolling to the centre or just out of play, really.
Line's good, whoa, big line.
Laura
whoa.
Weavers playing out turn freeze.
Whoa! 7.
Maybe just a bit heavy and high here. Settling down.
Come on then, go!
Oh, bit of a missed weight call by the sweepers.
Yeah, maybe Scotland just heads down a little bit after giving up that steal in 6.
Jag kan tänka mig att slå corner.
Jag kan också tänka mig den.
Eller frysa insida.
Tycker vi slår cornern. Vi ligger 2.
Ta lite till is, va?
Ja, det är det som är frågan. Vi kommer ju rulla inåt. Vi går på frysningen istället då. Vi ligger ju rätt bra.
So in this situation, what would you do, Sander?
Not quite sure. Just maybe play a guard or pick a clean.
Bara gard.
Hur långt?
Hake.
Ja,
But
ingenting
they've decided, I think, just to play the corner freeze.
Yep.
Hake låda.
I think we should probably just maybe peel the corner off.
Ser längre ut.
Maybe hit and roll across to the centre line.
Ja! Är det bra där?
Det är bra. 88. Ja, ganska lätt spår där.
Normal. Nose.
So, nose hit required from Lorna Weavers to try and tidy things up for Scotland.
No! No! No!
And just doesn't curl enough. And misses the red in the 4 foot. things beginning to go wrong for Scotland after a strong start.
Bara topp 12! Visa hela stenen!
Well, Sweden being a bit aggressive with the
Du
last stone here.
runt garden.
And do find themselves in a nice situation. 3 red stones in the house, 1 on the forfeit. Now I'm just going to draw to the top of the house.
Låda! 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 Wow, wow. Låda 12. Se längre ut. Låda 12. Överkalla lite. Låda! Bara här. Bara här, Max. Max här.
Just shaves past that high yellow guard. So Scotland in all sorts of trouble now.
This one. This is not going anywhere if you go this way or this way.
Just got to remove a couple of red ones. Just have to catch something at the back.
Whoa.
Running this
Yeah.
one red back. Just
Speaker. Oh, oh, oh. Yep, 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 yep.
so, no, that's very unlucky and not a great result. Only removes the 1 red. Double jam for Kelly Wood.
Yeah, it was unfortunate. So Sweden will look to try and protect that single rock in the forfeit.
Hake! Ha, 94, 94. Bara stanna i linje! Hake nära. Ja, bra linje. Bara stanna i linje!
So can't afford to be right up. Doesn't want to be too long.
Bara stanna.
This one
Sitt.
over curling possibly. Just pulls up in time and does enough.
Lite luckare.
You've got 12. I think so, because even if you come off the far right one.
Yeah.
So they think there's a gap there.
Not moving huge here.
She's back 12 foot weight to try and bump the red back.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Maybe a little bit heavier than they were expecting.
Hard. Hard. Danny, go.
Wow. Very, very nice. Kelly Wood gets through the port and lines for shot.
Good shot.
Yeah, super shot. Shaving the top red guard and the second guard. Stina Viktorsson thought it had already caught. Just here's the top one. That super draw through the port.
So run back for Stina Viktorsson.
Nej. 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 Måste kalla. Måste kalla.
Well, maybe just hanging a bit high here. Just gonna catch the yellow one enough.
Köra, köra.
Yeah, just does enough to remove the yellow. Maybe just squared that one back a little on the out turn.
Yeah, hardly moved anything. Yeah, I think we're not really.
Some Swedish fans in to support their team.
go at the end, that's about it.
Surprised she's going round the centre. I think maybe be tempted to go round the corner.
I know. Yeah, let's go here.
But no. I think there's more of a swing into the centre. Something we found today is it's not swinging as much as it has done during the week.
Right round here. It's not moving huge.
We'll leave it till the last minute. 3:05.
So Kellywood holding the broom. So important draw for Eve Muirhead.
Whoa! Yep! Whoa! Whoa! Easy for line. Line's good. Whoa! Coming down. He's it. Last minute. Line's good. Go BT.
Still wants to curl a bit more. She's going to do her best to get in behind. But I do think Stina Viktorsson can see enough of that stone to remove it. Just going for a clean pick. See if she can remove this yellow and maybe try to avoid catching her own stone at the back to lie to. Oh, so just a bit tight here from Stina Viktorsson. This might just be over curling. Oh, it's just going to go crashing into the guard.
And that's her first mistake, really.
Yep. Just tight on release there, and Supers just couldn't hold it. Free draw for two. Eve Muirhead win the last stone. Chance to tie things up. So looking so good for Sweden in that end, but just an amazing tap from Kellywood brought Scotland back in the end. And Eve Muirhead just did enough with that draw to force Stina Viktorsson to feather the guard, and then she has that draw for two now. No problem. We'll pick up 2 points. It's going to be 5 each before we head into the 8th end.
See some of the fans enjoying the break between the ends. The game between Scotland and Sweden, all tied at 5 each through 7 ends. And who will score in this all-important 8th end? Do you think Sweden will take this on, or do you think they'll just play the hit?
Spela upp en corner.
Gonna play corner guard.
Jag tycker vi ska slå första.
So apparently trying to play the scoreboard. Pick up a couple in the 8th end.
Ja!
Oh no, they're playing the hit.
Ja!
Just seemed like she called a corner guard there.
Ja.
And yeah, that made more sense. She came out of the hack with some weight.
Vad säger ni nu då, tjejer? Corner? Ja.
So they're going to do the same thing we've seen them done before. As we look at a couple of numbers, Anna Laird outplaying Sigfridsson with 9%, being very consistent on draws and even better with her hits.
Right off!
But now Annie Laird, maybe not. Playing the best hit of her life, rolling out, and now we'll probably see a corner guard from Sweden. So they're just taking this risk-free approach to try score a two. Now no stones in the house. They can put up a guard in the free guard zone.
Tycker den ser bra ut, ja.
Good guard by Sigfridsson.
So, one of the Beavers for Scotland just trying to take the guard off.
Annie, to the centre line, go. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Well, that's a mistake.
Okay.
Sweden were looking for, but there's a centre guard. Maria Wennerström looking to draw behind.
Om ni vill! Bra linje! Bra linje! Vart är vi? 12.
So a bit short, and a bit wide on line. Just gonna nibble the 12 foot there. Muirhead looking for the nose hit. Keeps on the yellow stones in front. And try to have control of the house and the forfeit.
Down barrier. No, no.
Having stones to tap up and run back.
No, 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 no. Yep, Annie. Yep, 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 yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Just going to roll to the wing.
Okay.
En utanför.
Looking at the numbers, Maria Wennerström playing a lot better than Lorna Weavers. About 20% here. Very good on draws and hits. Lorna Weavers struggling a bit with both.
Ja, vi har ingen linjen. Ska inte köra bakhand. Ja, 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 kör.
But again, just going to hang high. And that's going to line the open. And I think even enough for Eve to come to the inside of that and roll behind. Kelly Wood, the one to do that. Left-handed player. Just going to see it a bit less than a right-handed player would. Kicking it from the left hand. And just going to roll in behind, pop out a bit on the other side. And we'll see the hit and roll to the wing from Sweden. So very solid game by Kristina Bertrup. 91% in total. Kelly Wood not bad herself at 82. Just
Nästan normal!
not playing her draws. Quite up to scratch.
So Nina Bertrup trying to catch this yellow. They do get past the guard.
She's going to play another perfect stone here. Continuing to play very well. So Killywood solid with her hits this game. Looking to maybe roll towards the centre. But this time just only catching a piece of that red. It's going to roll out. Leave that draw for Sweden again.
Okej, 78 behöver vi. 75, 78.
Bara riktning. Köla! Bara riktning. Köla! Vart är den?
Bak 4.
Ja! Kör! Här bak! Här bak!
Hela vägen nu.
Kom igen!
A draw from
Riktigt! Kom igen!
Nina Bertrup. Pretty good, but doesn't get fully buried. Scotland will have the chance to try and get in behind.
Ingen kväll där.
Just hearing Swedish girl saying doesn't really curl that way.
That's hardly there.
Maybe you should just try to play the other turn. I've seen 3 draws coming that way from Sweden, just not curling. And Eve will be able to play the hit on the red.
Okay, just down hack. These mad.
So Anna Sloan, alternate for Scotland.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Looks really enthralled by the game, isn't she? She played she played for the Junior Worlds team in Flims before the summer in March. Here again as alternate matching stones.
Jag ska spela på vilken hit?
Yeah, it really is a tough job being an alternate or 5th at a World Championships.
Får de spela på den här, sätter de inte den.
You gotta be up early in the morning for the first game, and you gotta stay at the Palladium Arena matching stones often to about 12 or 1 o'clock at night. So you don't really get that much sleep.
Det är som att vi ska spela en
So Sweden
sån där.
now maybe looking to roll him in behind the corner guard instead. That's it.
20.
Or maybe not.
Vi tycker det känns som att om vi vickar in så hamnar vi så långt ner på 10. Att det känns som att de kan bara dutta lite grann och så. En 20.
So
Det känns så bra.
packed arena this afternoon for this final of the European Championships. Then you see Muirhead 91% to Stina Viktorsson's 84.
2 good skips out on the ice today. So Stina roll in behind the corner guard. Very nice. So you see Eve playing the run back here. No, maybe just playing the draw behind the center guard. And remember, wasn't curling much coming this way. Not at all, really.
I don't think so. I think I've got more swing in my in turn going this way. No?
So I think I either go to the out turn or just play the run back, really.
Well, I do remember, and you took like here.
I think this is a bit risky.
Yeah, I think this is a bit. I think I'd be running the guard back. There isn't much distance between the red and the yellow.
Eve knows how to play those run backs, so I think that would be a good choice. And now she's playing enter. You saw Sweden playing 3 stones that way, not curling at all. Only imagining to hide a piece. And you gotta think that he has to at least bury half this stone
Yes, I think so.
to have a chance.
Right, let's get this nailed right.
Father Gordy,
Oh, fives.
I think he'd be playing the run back, but it's good to see that she's really making a game of this by going round centre guard.
Well, she have to be awful tight to the guard. She's going to curl all the way in behind.
Easy. Wall, wait only. Yep. Wall.
So sweeping it for weight and for line out.
Yep, this one really taking off. If we can get it past the guard.
Just gets by the guard and she'll curl and she'll be fully buried behind the guard. So amazing draw by Eve Muirhead. I wasn't quite sure if she would make that, but she has duly delivered.
So
Sneaks by.
and right down into the 1 foot.
Good sweep by Lorna Weavers and Annie Laird to bring that into the 4 foot
Let them go. They always get more
and
spike.
get by the guard. Now Stina. I don't think she'll be able to score 2 here.
I think she might be able to come down at batting weight. You don't have to remove the yellow from play. All you need to do is bump it far enough to sit 2.
We'll just see what happens here. It's going to be very hard for her. Not looking too happy about the line. Well, maybe.
So it is going to catch a piece of it.
Yeah, maybe just overstepped the line here. And it's going to be a steal of 1 for Scotland.
Yeah, so Eve Muirhead rewarded for taking the end on. So Scotland now lead. They've turned the game around. They lead 6-5 through 8 ends. Some of the fans enjoying some liquid refreshment before this 9th end gets underway. Scotland leading 6-5.
Up tight. Line's good. Well then. Whoa. Easy, easy, easy. Whoa. Yep. Nice. Take it there.
Spela den sidan.
Va?
Spela den handen.
So Maria Sidriksson trying to come around the tight centre guard. Just played from Scotland's Annie Laird.
Bra
I think
linje.
it's getting
Här ska
very
vi.
tense out there.
Kom igen nu.
Wouldn't
Kom
want to
igen. Jättefin
bet in
linje.
either of them right
Kom igen,
now.
tjejer. Lite mer.
Well,
Lite till.
you might just see the nerves getting to these girls now as we're in the 9th end of the gold medal game. So it might just be down to who will handle the pressure the best. I know Eve Muirhead's been in this situation
Whoa,
a couple of
easy.
times before.
Roll then.
So maybe
No, we just want it top 8. Just top 8.
she'll just have enough to win this game
Oh, no, no,
by experience.
No, 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 no.
And with 3 very well experienced players also on the team, do have an advantage there. Sweden obviously hungry for a medal.
Normal. Kan få en steg mindre.
So Annelier just gonna roll off that red one. And Sigfridsson should be able to remove this.
Kom igen.
Maybe even block behind the guard.
Kalla. Kom igen. Ja. Hej. 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 Ja. Kör. Kom igen. Mer.
Gonna roll to the wing instead, not having the line.
Heel.
So what's Sweden's approach to this end? Being won down with hammer.
I think they'll maybe try and
Whoa.
go for their 2, but if they don't, they'll just obviously try and blank it.
Yeah, so just not go too crazy. Just
Hard.
keep things in the open.
Okay, good try.
Lorna Weavers just rolling underneath that second red.
I think there was a real double there, to be fair. I think they maybe should have just played the quiet weight, bump and check in, get one into the forefoot.
So Sweden now splitting the rings, just drawing to the wing. Maria Wennerström has to do that. So just gonna carefully try to generate a 2 here.
Ja, den ska räcka i fart. Säker i bo. Sitt. Nej, nej, nej.
So either 2 or blank really.
Ända ner på 10. Ända ner. Bra, bra på den tjejen.
Very nice draw by the second player.
Bra.
And he was just gonna play a hit. As we see Wennerström just tying a laces.
The sweepers having to work hard to hold this one.
Good. Good.
And hits and just checks in a little bit.
Yeah, so just trying to force a miss here from Sweden. Maybe rolling out.
Yeah, then they maybe get a chance at playing the run back on the guard.
Bädden. Normal. Lite mer fart. Ja! Ja! Ja!
So Wennerström for Sweden.
Hårt!
Has this one overcurled?
Yep.
It has once again. She's been very weak.
Okej.
Controlled.
So control weight for Kellywood, trying to drive the guard back onto the red rock in the 8 foot.
Whoa. Whoa. Close. Clean. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. 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 Yeah. Whoa.
A super shot from Kellywood. Tidies things up.
Good, Kels. Nice sweep.
So Sweden will probably just try and get the hit and roll in behind, but if they don't, they'll just try and push for the blank. But sweepers are on this really early. It makes me think this one is tight for line.
Kör Maria. Kom igen!
Overswept it a little.
Bra slopat. Lite tajt i linjen. En till.
So Scotland leading 6-5 through 8 The game has swung back and forth a few times. Both skips playing super shots.
Yes, it only has been of the maybe the best women's game
Okay, good there.
this week
Good, Kels.
that I've seen anyway.
Noll!
See,
Ja.
the arena's pretty packed.
Yeah, I was a bit concerned there wouldn't be such a huge turnout, considering there's no Swiss teams in the
Samma fart!
gold medal games. But a lot of the other teams have made it,
Nej! Nej!
and a couple of neutral spectators, so
Härligt!
they'll be happy to see an amazing shot from Bertrup.
Med på vilken?
Ingen sa något. There.
You see it fully in behind. I think I'm just going to go for the freeze. They can freeze this and force Sweden to 1. They'd be pretty happy.
Like that. So there. 305. No bump at all.
So you got Eve saying no bump. Can't really afford it. She went to bounce off the red and line the open. Stina might be able to hit them like 2. Just gonna lock this on onto the red.
Easy, have a look. Line feel good.
Line maybe just a bit big. Lorna Weavers and Annie Laird feels they have to go for weight. So weight good, line not as great.
Yeah, it just didn't crawl enough. I thought she might have come the end turn at that. She had her saying with her last draw in the last end. She tends to get a lot of swing on her end turn, so whether she maybe just pokes them in a little. As the Swedish bench are looking on, Per Lindholm on the right, getting the binoculars out just to have a look what's happening up the far end. And you see that yellow is wide open. Stina Viktorsson, chance to hit and roll in and put the pressure on.
Looking very good from Stina Viktorsson. Hit and roll in behind. And what do you do if you leave Muirhead now? Swedish fans delighted with that shot. As Eve Muirhead looking at the run back, maybe her only option. Would you try just to remove 1 red and give up 2?
It's a tough call. Either way, it's just whatever your skip is happy with, I think. And Eve's also happy to play the run back. So, as a third, you've really got to support her and say, okay. You could play the freeze, but it would be tough.
So big shot here required by Eve Muirhead. She kicks out the hack. Puts her weight on this.
Whoa, yeah.
Apparently very close. Just going to pick off one, but still very good shot by Eve Muirhead. Should have just swept that one a bit more and you might have just caught them both.
Yeah, really unfortunate, but I bet she's pleased she's caught something.
Yep. So it's going to be a free draw for two from Stina Viktorsson. Just got a bit too thin.
She thinks she has it. She thinks she has it.
So, you know, perfectionist. Wanted both reds to go. Only got the one. Stina Viktorsson, last one at the ninth end, has a chance to make this a 7-6 game in favour of her before the last end. This draw looking good. And again, supers don't have to work it. She's just drawing him to the forfeit all by her own. And she's done that all game. And see Sebastian Krepp, Oscar Eriksson and the rest of the Swedish team cheering him on. 7-6 in favour of Sweden. And we're just about to come to an end of this cracking game.
Yeah, so Sweden leading 7-6.
Här ska vi!
Bara topp 4. Topp 4.
Försiktigt.
Well, 2 for Sweden in the ninth.
Här ska vi.
Means Scotland need 2 to win this gold medal game. We are in the 10th end.
Bra spelat!
Is this the game you expected to see?
Yeah, it really is. We knew it was going to be tight. It's great to see both skips playing some fantastic shots.
Whoa! Massively. Whoa!
Certainly is the game we were hoping for.
Big line.
Great shots,
Hard then.
really tight, and
Hard!
it's all going to come down to the last end.
Okay,
And
easy.
maybe just a last shot really of Eve Muirhead. Now, center guard called by Sweden.
Yeah, they'll look to protect that one in the forefoot. Maybe try and force Scotland into taking one. They won't mind going down the extra.
Bägge framför!
Då får vi eka.
Ska gärna köra!
Upp till linan.
Gärna köra!
Framför.
Om det går! Ja!
Kör!
Måste!
Kör Nina!
Oh, Maria Sigurdsson
Kör!
looking for this one tight.
Kom igen! Lite
Doesn't
mer!
completely cover the red though. Will Scotland take the chance to move it now?
Vi Bob.
I think they will, yep. It's just important to get a good shooter with this one. I think they need to just get in behind the corner. So this could be Annie Laird's final stone.
Easy.
That's the lead for Scotland here at the European Championships.
Hard!
So it's starting to
curl a lot.
Even if they take it off the top one, it won't be a bad shot.
No, this is okay. It's going to roll in behind the guard. So, very nice result. Just sort of say missed that on the right side. I don't think Eve will be too angry with that.
No, she certainly did err on the right side. Would have been a disaster to slip right past the whole lot. So, Maria Wennerstrom, I think she's just going to look for a tight guard on this.
So again, just not curling enough. And Scotland has the chance to play the hit and roll. Behind the guard again. Lorna Weaver's now in the hack.
Good back 12. Even we just moved this to here.
So I'm looking for a back 12 weight just to
What are we going for?
take it through.
Yep. Whoa.
Again,
Yep.
have two ways of taking this. They could take it off the guard. Have they managed to get past? Good job, shaved past. Super sweeping from Wood and Laird.
Great chalk.
You see it pretty much fully buried.
Maria Wennerström just going to try and remove this and roll underneath. Oh, the yellow on the wing. This is hanging high. And just going to catch a piece, but will it be enough to remove it? Might just be enough for her to lie a second shot.
So, yet again, Wennerström puts her team in trouble. So now, what does Eve Muirhead do?
Yeah.
Just think about coming around at the centre
Top
guard.
8 foot's good.
You see the flashing lights and the tattoo on Lorna Weaver's wrist of the Olympic rings.
If I'm not mistaken, Eve Muirhead has a
7, 8, 7,
Olympic
5, 6.
tattoo on their back.
6, 5. Yep. It's good. Oh, we're all over it. High! High!
So
Go.
nudging the guard, just managing to
5.
slip into the house.
So maybe just a sweeping error there. They didn't look too concerned early on.
Yeah, just probably miscommunication there. It was maybe just a bit shorter weight than Eve.
Det finns ingen slagning och vicken då emot den andra.
Den tänkte du?
Ja.
Jo, fast den är ganska hård.
Okej, då rundar vi.
Ja, den är inte så. Det är vanlig clearing.
So just going to play the draw around on the end turn.
Yep.
Bra linje!
Inte för fart.
Nej, måste kalla!
Kan vi styra?
Hur långt?
Kan vi styra?
Ja!
Tum!
So maybe trying to take this. Tick off the yellow high one.
Nej! Wow! Ja, kör!
Good line call by Stina to steer that one into the center line. Eve
Like that.
looking at the run back. Would be a great shot. She could remove both red and roll off the center line.
Well, what do you think? Peel.
So they're going for a straight peel. It's quite thin. Get Wood.
Oh, yep, yep.
She's done this a couple of times in her life.
Okay, hard.
And
Oh, that's fine, it's good. Good job.
actually ends up not too bad. Opened things up. Yeah, well, so a couple of things happened there.
Ja, men om vi gardar centern.
Kom upp en sväng!
Yeah, Stina calling her team down to talk this over. Yeah, that shot's ended up not too bad for Scotland. It spun one down into the floor. They do set shot.
Det känns lite som att man skulle vilja spela på den och vicka lite in.
Force Viktorsson to play the run back or the tap.
Väldigt exakt.
Fast hur som helst om vi typ köper, alltså, ganska stor...
So Scotland have got one in behind the corner, and that's really important. This red rock in the 12 foot. So they should have a chance to score 2 here in the 10th.
Sådär.
Berlin home.
Ja.
He'd know what to do.
Men om vi gardar, då kanske de lägger gard, eller så kommer de dra så.
Och lägger de garden så har
Sweden
väl vi ganska bra
used their
läge.
timeout, so they can't
Kan vara med på knacken.
consult their coach.
Men då tycker jag bara en ren knack.
Ja.
Vad tror vi de gör om de gardar?
Ja.
So
Vi spelar garden här.
what can Nina Bertrup do with her stone? Will she play the tap or run the red top 112
Det är bra.
back in?
Ja.
Fast vi lämnar ju... Du tror aldrig de skulle spela på den?
Ja, fast då ligger vi i center. Kan vi
Looks
få
like they're maybe calling the guard.
alltså, jag är med på. Är du sugen på trycken, Nina?
Don't think that's a shot. What do you think, Sander? Not sure, really.
Ah.
They're looking at guard, but then you might
Och då ska vi
peel
spela
off both
tar i
reds,
sådana fall.
but then they can come around the center guard. But
Bajta linan!
this feels like Eve has a shot, no matter what they're going to do here.
Nej, bajta linan. Bajta linan.
So they're going to play a guard. Just try to bite the center line and just see what Eve is going to do.
Kalla!
Ganska nära.
It's just a right call, you think? I think I'd be playing the tap, Sander, or the run back.
Ja!
Vi är väldigt nära.
Wow. Ingenting.
I don't think there's going to be much red granite left after this next one.
Bra!
Yep. I think if you can play the double on this centre guard back onto the red
So like
in the
this.
8 foot.
Yeah.
You've got to catch around 3/4 stone of this. Don't want to remove the yellow from in behind the corner. It's a good saver for them. Better catching this on the thick side than thin.
Whoa! No! Right, Coffee! Okay, good, sorry. Good there.
Well, picked it through the hole.
Yep, so same situation now for Sweden.
Good.
And after playing the guard, they might just have seen what options Eve had and left him to play a different shot this time. And you just gotta remove this shot stone, that's for sure, or get shot.
Så. Lite till. Så.
Trycken.
Well, they're just gonna play the straight tap up. Maybe slide off the yellow one.
Fart bak 4.
Ja. Bakåtta är okej också.
Just got to watch they don't tap it on the high side and leave a nose double, which would result in them being in a lot of trouble.
Yep. Has to be perfect here, Stina.
Bra linjen.
Can't be heavy and wide.
Ja! Ja linje Viktor!
But not really looking like that. Sweeping hard for line. And will she catch it in the right spot? No, over curling. But
just looking at this,
Time out.
Eve Muirhead's already called the timeout. Coach Gordon will be head down. I'm looking at this and I think maybe just blast the 2 reds off.
Well, it's more like what you do is probably just go for the draw here.
And take the edge off.
Here.
Doing this, they would leave an in
And I think
off.
if you don't leave
If
her
he
hit and
plays,
roll in behind here.
you're always going to have a double.
But just don't draw at this. Yeah. But the thing is, we don't want to leave a hit and roll into here, but...
Still make it perfect, doesn't it? Well then, even if we do get it in, if it's enough weight, it's going to...
So I think then maybe just...
Well, that's it. If we go here, she's got this.
She's got the hit and roll, but she's...
No, but she's got the plan if we go here.
But you'll see it.
Well, that's true.
What do you think?
Do you think go for this?
We don't want to leave her a double though, that's the only thing.
So they've really got to make sure they will have a chance for one. That's really, although they're trying to win the game here in the 10th end,
Oh, that one.
they've
Like
ultimately got to
Yeah.
make sure and score one at the worst.
Yeah, let's go for this. So, I think so, no?
Okay.
Just throw T-weight.
Yeah.
Because we can afford to put this all the way to here and we're still going to be lying shot. Yeah. What do you reckon?
Okay.
What there?
Yeah, what are you throwing?
So things getting
I
tight
think,
here.
No, I think T-line. Yeah, I think T-line even back 4-weight.
I think I'd be tempted to just blast the 2 front reds
90.
to have a chance to score one, and Sweden would be forced to play that short run back, maybe leaving a double for Eve to win the game.
Yeah, I think.
If not, she'll have a draw. Now she's really...
I think you're always going to have a double, and there's no... Unless you lock it right in the nose, and you have 2 counters, so you can catch quarter stone and spill it. So,
Yep.
I would be tempted to maybe just to blast the 2 front reds.
Just seems like a much more difficult shot. I'm not sure if they're going to end up in a much better situation. We'll just have to see. It's the reason why they're playing this final. Probably made some good calls along the way. Oh, this time they just overswept it. Don't think that's enough to lie to.
I don't think it is, no.
Just a couple of strokes too much with a broom. Eve Muirhead upset.
Yeah, I didn't really like that call. I think you should have just been hitting the top 2 reds.
Måste träffa ganska tunt på utsidan.
If Stina Viktorsson can maybe just
Känns som att vi ska spela en
play
mjuk, eller känns som att vi ska spela en clearing.
the plant, maybe red onto yellow, spring the red in. Eve Muirhead would have a difficult angle raise to just pick up one.
Så ligger inte vi i skotten. För den här kommer vinkla ut.
Spela så då. Men med en...
So I think the call would have been to peel the reds off.
Jag kan ringa mot spela 90.
Jag tycker det räcker om du lägger den här.
Ja.
Even if
Spänn dem alla.
Stina Viktorsson
Sådär.
did have a shot to try and get into the button, it would have been a lot easier.
Nej, normal är bra. Det känns med 90 faktiskt.
Spela 90 då.
Yeah, just gonna
Lite mer.
run this red one onto yellow. Try split over to the left into the forfeit behind cover, and Eve just has to catch a piece of that. Yellow in the 8th foot to score 1.
Kan du visa precis var du vill ha träffen? Lite tunnare än halv. Ja.
So, national coach Perlinholm just looking on. So, line's looking pretty good. Staying off it.
Very good shot by Stina. And I do think Eve is only left that yellow one onto red, but
there you see it, red coming down, just catching the top red and squeezing it in.
So they're looking at if there's a drag effect on with the 2 first reds to play a treble, but my initial feeling is no. But they're calling down a more experienced person to have a look. Well, maybe.
I think there's too much of a gap between the first two.
I don't think that's far away.
It's not far away, like Eve says, but would you like to risk it for a European title?
What do
I
you
think I would just play the straight, run on the yellow, onto the one in the 4 foot, take your one and try and steal down the extra.
Yeah. Do you want to play a shot that you might just catch it perfectly, but you're not even sure if it's there for the gold medal game? Well, it's a bit unpredictable playing
Well, it's
that.
up to you. I think it's worth a go. Do you think it's there?
I think it's close.
Well, you just got to tap and take your one. Take your one.
I think that's the call, just tap, take your one. So, I really think that was a bad call from Team Scotland not to remove the 2 reds.
Do you think there's a bit much space or not? Do you know what? Because it works more than what you think it does. Right, so let's go in this hand.
So, looks like they're going for it.
Half stone?
Yeah.
Tight ice.
It might just be there.
It might just be there.
It might just be there more than we think. I don't know.
Thank. Yep.
So,
well, we'll see. I might just be very surprised here.
It's do or die.
Maybe catching it a lot thicker than.
Maybe experience. She has got a young head on her shoulders. Father Gordy sitting there, pretty tense on the bench.
Well,
Stina Viktorsson gives the camera a smile. She knows it's going to be do or die. It's not going to do her down an extra, she doesn't think.
Whoa!
Oh, pretty close to where she wants to hit it.
will it work, this drag effect? No, it's not. Sweden picking up a steal of 1 to win the game. 8 shots to 6. They go completely wild, and so does the crowd. Everybody on their feet. Sweden delighted. And
yeah, maybe just experience and age showing the difference there. Should have just played the run back, taken the one.
well, I'm a bit surprised. 3 very experienced players on the Scotland team not managing to make the right calls at the end of this game. And Agnes Molkenhauer out to hug her teammates. They won the European Championships here in Champery 2010, gold medal. First try even. And Coach Rickard had to congratulate their team, and they're just chuffed to bits here.
Yeah, so Sweden pick up the gold. They steal 1 in 10. They beat Scotland. they will take the silver. And Muirhead, Swedish side, have picked up the bronze. So, great performance from Stina Viktorsson in these European Championships. She probably has deserved to pick up gold. So, from us here in Champéry, that was the gold medal game for the European Curling Championships. It's Sweden who picked up gold. Join us later to find the game between Norway and Denmark in the men's side. So thanks for listening.
European champion. How good does that feel?
It feels fantastic. I can't really realize it.
Did you think when you first came here a week ago that you would be standing here ready to receive a gold medal?
I was hoping, of course. That's why we were here, but maybe not this much.
What do you make of that game? That was a great game to watch. Was it a good game to play?
Yeah, we really played as a team, and we had a lot of fun out there.
And you really had to keep your nerve at the end there.
Yeah, I think we did it quite well. Taking it easy, playing smart, and doing our shots.
Another championships Swedish women's team behind the net, the Olympic champion. What does that mean to women's curling in Sweden that you've done this?
A lot, I hope.
Okay. And so, what's next?
Next, right now, today, is that we're going up to the Alps, hopefully, and we'll just celebrate this with our family and friends who's here.
And then come back to get a gold medal?
Hopefully.
Thank you very much, and congratulations once again.
Thank you so much. var lite stödare utav.
40 mot 50 också. Kom med då. Ja! 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 Helt upp! Ta henne! Bra försök. Bra försök. Se långt. Whoa! Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
So cool, congratulations. Congratulations, James. Congratulations.
Vi var oslag.